Yes. Yes, let us start. Yes.
Under the heading Model Defect, serial number 1, DA number 583 of 22.
I am appearing on behalf of the petitioner serial number 1.
Just a minute. Yes.
Affidavit may be verified.
Yes.
Name, father's name and address of deponent and affidavit may be verified.
Yes.
Below the case under section 395 of Indian Penal Code, it has been alleged that the informant and other were going somewhere loading some Almira, and it was the auto, and same was looted by unknown miscreant, and on the basis of the FIR register. Subsequently, then this petitioner Tinku Rajwar is apprehended by the police on suspicion, and therefore it has been alleged that the petitioner was driving the vehicle by which the accused persons have came to the place of occurrence, and thereafter it has also been come in course of investigation that this Tinku Rajwar was leading a mob before 4 months of the occurrence, and in which he has misbehaved with the Thana in charge, and therefore he has implicated in the present case, and that has come, and for which Thana in charge also suspended also, and therefore he has implicated in this case. He has also put him on TIP, and it has also stated that the informant has identified this and he was driving the vehicle at the time of occurrence. But it has come, my lord, in course of investigation, and that this Tinku Rajwar was leading a mob by blocking the road, and in which he has misbehaved with the Thana officer in charge, and therefore he has implicated in this case, and for which the Thana in charge also suspended, and therefore he has put him within 3 days or 4 days, he was put him in TI parade and got him identified, my lord. And now the trial, and in trial 2 witnesses have been examined. If your lordship,
Yes.
my lord, and therefore this petitioner has been purposefully implicated in this case, my lord. And he was not the person who has committed the robbery, dacoity.
Identified as one of the miscreants.
No, my lord. I was identified as one driver of the vehicle.
The driver of which vehicle?
But it has come in the case diary. All the witnesses have stated after during investigation that this petitioner Tinku Rajwar was before 3 months of the occurrence led and moved in road jam and misbehaved with the officer in charge, and therefore he has been, and the auto, and second thing, the auto which belongs to me, and the auto which was used in the commission, both are different. वो हमारा Piaggio है, वो Bajaj use हुआ था. और there is a difference between both the auto, and it has subsequently it has directed to put the auto on TIP, but same was also not put on TIP. Your Lordship, if your Lordship please may kindly call for everything will clear from the case diary.
Your vehicle is numbered as registration number?
मेरा Piaggio था जो, और वो Bajaj यूज हुआ.
What is the registration number of the vehicle which you are driving?
उसमें आया है, अपराध के भागते हुए देखा है, टाटा उन लोग का गाड़ी का नंबर BW37D था, टाटा मैजिक का, हमारा ये टेम्पू संख्या JH15R, हाँ JH15R ये बोला गया है, JH15R 5226. This is the, but it is not, it does not belongs to me.
Not now. But the concept for the petition has
उसमें witness भी, 3 witnesses have been also, they have not supported the case of the prosecution. जो डायरी कॉल पर कर दिया, तो subsequently investigation में जो आया है कि हम उसमें हमको जबरदस्ती थाना ऑफिसर इंचार्ज के द्वारा
Will I call for the diary or not call for the diary? It is my prerogative. You are no one to
It
take.
is my submission. That is the.
You
that
made
is-
your submission thrice, that is enough. Heard the counsel for the petitioner, heard the counsel for the state. The informant was looted. It is alleged that the miscreants came in a vehicle bearing tempo and they intercepted the vehicle of the informant and thereafter looted articles. First step. Next para. From the counsel for the petitioner submits that the petitioner is absolutely innocent. He submits that since the petitioner had some dispute with the officer in charge of the police station, he has been falsely made an accused in this case. He submits that even the tempo which is alleged, which was involved in the incident, doesn't belong to this petitioner. Next paragraph. From the records, I find that this petitioner was identified in the TI test identification parade by one of the witness. It is alleged that this petitioner was driving the tempo and was also involved in assaulting the informant. First up, this fact is apparent from the impugned order itself. Considering the said fact, I am not inclined to grant bail to the petitioner at this stage.
Serial number 2, BA number 584,
Defects ignored.
22. Ms. Jasmita Majumdar, Mr. Vikas Kumar for the petitioner.
There is one defect, NDPS number and DR number, nothing at para 1 and 3.
The PS case number is there, my lord. As in the impugn order, it was also there. As per the impugn order and the FIR, the PS case number tallies, my lord. PS case is, my lord, it's all right, my lord. In the impugn order, only PS case has been,
PS case 4 of 16.
yes, my lord, that is there.
What have you mentioned in paragraph 1?
Paragraph 1, we have mentioned that. Even in the prayer portion, I have verified, my lord.
Unda PS case number.
Yes, my lord, 4 of 2016.
Corresponding to
GR case number and this, my lord, is there.
GR number 228.
Yes, my lord. In the impugn order, my lord, only PS case is there.
Defects ignored. Yes. Cultivation
The
copy.
cultivation of opium in a forest land and Garmijura land, people are named in the FIR. Co-accused.
Do you have any similar antecedent?
My lord, of course, my lord, that I have not, not in the impugn order, not in the petition, we have not stated.
Call for the antecedent report of the petition. Call for a report from the state as to whether the petitioner is involved in any other similar nature of cases or not.
Obliged.
Serial number 3, BA number 586 of 22. Mr. K. Nanda.
And I am.
Yes. What are the
The case,
Division of petitioner and Bhagat because from his name and index page number 1 and Bhagat.
I will remove the defect within 1 week time, maybe.
Let's move first to PS case 18 of 20. Indira Mufassil. Only Mufassil. Correct this, Mr. Counsel.
Yes, madam, I have removed the defect.
Remove the defects. Within 1 week?
Yes, ma'am.
Within 1 week.
Serial number 4, BA number 587 of 22. Mr. Gaurav for the petitioner.
Yes, Mr. Gaurav.
Yeah, Lordship. This is a case under section arms at Lordship and CLA at Lordship. On the basis of the secret information, 2 persons were apprehended on the forest land, Lordship, forest area. And from the position of this petitioner, Lordship, 5 live cartridges and 5 pamphlets have been recovered. Chanda Rasid has been received, Lordship. And
Case diary antecedent.
Serial number 5, BA number 589 of 22. Mr. Abhijit.
Make your lordship,
फॉर रेगुलर बेल मानो एलिगेशन कि फॉरेस्ट लैंड को जोत रहे थे, जबरदस्ती एनडीपीएस लगा दिया था। काइंडली अलाउ मी टू रीड पेज 13। इनको अप्रहेंशन है कि पोस्टर लगाने के लिए फॉरेस्ट लैंड जोता गया। उस पर एक पेज 13 मानो, पेज 13 काइंडली सी। उपयुक्त विषय के संबंध में सूचित करना, चतरा प्रक्षेत्र में चतरा वन परिषद अंतर्गत वन भूमि पर अवैध रूप से पोस्ता की खेती के लिए जोत कोड किया। एंड देन एफआईआर आल्सो, इनको अप्रहेंशन है कि जो हम जोत कोड किए हैं, ना कोई विटनेस है, ना कोई मतलब।
Yes.
ऑफिस 17 का
FIR
16 पर देते
7 capital A of the NDPS Act, no?
27 capital.
कहाँ एनडीपीएस लगेगा?
37.
You go and argue and get an order from the Mr. Ravi Prakash itself. Yes. Yes, Mr. Ravi Prakash, what is the allegation?
Allegation, my lord, a report has been submitted, my lord, that these persons were cultivating the.
Is it, you read the FIR, is it a question?
कहीं कल्टीवेशन का एलिगेशन होगा तुम्हारा?
FIR is, my lord, my lord, may I submit, my lord?
Yes, read the FIR.
Yes, my lord, the FIR is, my lord, the only plain, my lord, the name is there apart from the in the column, my lord. But what has come in the investigation, my lord, that is required
Yes,
to be.
yes, tell me.
And my lord, the impugn order shows, my lord, the petitioner has been remanded in this case, my lord. So, my lord,
No.
the case study and antecedent report is, my lord.
Just tell me one thing. What is the overt act of this petitioner in this case?
My lord, the FIR
He
say
was just plowing. He was just plowing his field. Read it again.
yes.
Read it again. Read the FIR again.
Yes, my lord, in the FIR, my lord, that much is only there, my lord. That much is only there.
Look at heard the counsel for the petitioner, heard the counsel for the state. In the FIR, there is an allegation that the petitioners were plowing the field for the purpose of cultivating poppy. Full stop. Next para. There is nothing on the record to suggest that the petitioner had cultivated or had any intention to cultivate poppy. But so no material was found. No poppy plants were also found. Full stop. The only allegation is that petitioner was plowing the field. Full stop. From the allegations, from the statement in the FIR, it is clear that only on the basis of some presumption, this FIR has been lodged. Prima facie, this court is of the prima facie opinion. This FIR has been lodged under the NDPS Act. Full stop. 10,002 sureties.
हेलो
Serial number 6, DA number 590 of 22, Mr. Surajdev Devagupta, Mr.
Better be careful, Mr. Ravi Prakash.
My lord, lordship.
Because tomorrow, if you drive a car in the road, they may arrest you for committing an accident. Even if you don't commit an accident, since you have driving the car.
My lord, the dead.
This is the way to prosecute innocent people. Yes.
Did not came in FIR while offense under section 15, 22 NDPS Act, my lord. Petitioner is not.
What has been recovered?
Nothing has been recovered, my lord. Nothing has been recovered, my lord. My possession, my lord. Only on basis of confessional statement, co-accused, mobile numbers.
Yes.
My lord.
Yes, Mr. Ravi Prakash. On what basis this person has been made an accused? Unmute yourself. Mr. Ravi Prakash, unmute yourself. Mr. Ravi
Yes.
Prakash, unmute yourself. Yes, tell me.
Yes.
Just a telephone call.
My lord, the one thing, my lord,
Was
if lordship,
applicated on this petitioner. You
one
can't-
thing, my lord, if lordship permit me, my lord,
Yes.
my lord, in the recent judgment of the Honorable Supreme Court in a case of NCB Lucknow versus Mohammad Nawaz, my lord, on the
Yes.
basis of the call detailed report, my lord, it was considered, my lord, the both were, my lord, the interlink all the accused persons
So then what happened? It was a bail or it was for a conviction?
for bail, my lord, for applying the 37 is there, my lord.
Show me.
My lord, the judgment is, my lord. Lord, the plea we had taken, Lord, that it was not recovered from the conscious possession, Lord.
No,
And
that
then, Lord,
is a different aspect. That I
yeah,
didn't
then, Lord, the Honorable Supreme Court says, Lord, no, on the basis of call detail report, it appears, Lord, the both we are linked, all we are linked together, Lord.
give me the judgment.
जो ये reference है, Lord, AIR 2021 Supreme Court 4476.
AIR,
2021 Supreme Court
AIR 2021 SC,
page 4476. Arising out of SLP criminal number 771 2021.
So it is this person who managed to flee from the vehicle.
Yes, my lord. Yes.
What is the antecedent?
Antecedent, my lord, report has not come, my lord. The lordship may kindly update.
Offer the antecedent and the case diary.
Serial number 7, serial number 592 of 22, Mr. Anurag Kashyap, with Supriya Dalal, for the petitioner.
Grant of regular bail under section 392 CRPC. The FIR has been against unknown person. The petitioner has not been put on to parade block. The name of the petitioner has transpired in the confessional statement of co-accused, and one co-accused Dheeraj Kumar Vishwakarma, from whose possession the looted Bolero was recovered. He has already been granted bail by the learned court below. Lord, I have mentioned this fact in application at paragraph 12. So far, this petitioner is concerned, he is in jail custody since 16/11/2021, and Lord, the 392 IPC is billable. You will be tribal by magistrate first class. By judicial magistrate first.
Defective note. Heard the counsel for the petition. Yes.
Lordship, in this case, I have received memo of evidence from the concerned police station, and it appears that they are the 4 criminal antecedents, Lordship, apart from this, Lordship, and the
Just-
section is also very serious, Lordship.
Just tell me one thing from your memo of evidence. Was this petitioner put on test identification parade or not?
No, that is no.
Oh, so serious. Everything is so serious. You don't
Okay,
put him
As
in
Lordship,
identification.
as Lordship.
Heard the counsel for the petition, heard the counsel for the state. This is a case of, in this case, the petitioner has been made an accused for committing offense under section so and so, full stop. The allegation is that 3 unknown person looted the Bolero Jeep of the informant and also his mobile phone, Aadhaar card, etc. Full stop. Next para. Counsel for the petitioner submits that charge sheet has been submitted, but petitioner has not been put on TIP. Full stop. He submits that the name of this petitioner transpired from the confessional statement of the co-accused. Full stop. Further, he submits that one Dheeraj Kumar Vishwakarma has been granted bail. Also, next para. APP opposes and submits that the offense is very serious nature. But after going through the memo of evidence, she submits that there is nothing to suggest that the petitioner was ever put on TIP. First up. Next para. Considering the aforesaid fact and the fact that the petitioner is not named, nor he was put on TIP, I am inclined to release this petitioner. One of the bailers, close relative, having sufficient landed property within the state of Jharkhand.
Serial number 8, serial number 593 of 22, Mr. Soumitra Baroi.
Yes, my lords, I have paid this matter. So far as the
Position of deponent stated as page number 10, comma 10, differs from Aadhaar.
actually it is signature in short, that is why it is differing.
Zubair Ahmed.
He has signed only Mohammed Zubair. Maybe that is the way he signed.
Yes. What is the quantity?
Yes, my lords, the quantity is 4 kg 85 grams, lordships, much less than the commercial quantity. And he is having no criminal antecedent, my lords, as specifically stated in para 10 of my
CD antecedents.
obliged, my lords.
Serial number 9, DA number 594 of 22. Mr. Mohammed Farooq Ansari.
My lord, case is under section 364A of the Indian Penal Code, my lord. Petitioner is named in FIR, my lord, and actually that is planted against the petitioner, my lord, by the informant, and that has come also in the case diary several para, my lord. That
What is the statement of the victim? What is the statement of the victim?
FIR is my lord. FIR is also here a statement of the victim FIR, my lord.
Yes,
And,
yes, this is against.
But my lord, it is very clear from the FIR itself, my lord. He has come from Simdega to Palamu, Chainpur PS, my lord. For what basis he has come here and what motive he has come here, that is not mentioned, and that abduction story is created by the
No, who has come? Who has come from Chainpur to Palamu?
Informant, my lord. Informant come from Simdega to Palamu, my lord, to meet with the petitioner, my lord. That has come in FIR, my lord. And
Read the FIR. Read the FIR.
My lord.
8 lines from top, my lords.
Yes.
My lord. आज दिनांक 27/8/2021 को समय 4 रामगढ़ थाना में प्रभारी के समक्ष स्वेच्छा से अपना बयान अंकित करता हूँ कि मेरी दोस्ती अंबिकापुर के जेपी राजा से सोशल मीडिया के माध्यम से हुई थी। 3 माह पहले मैं जेपी से मिलने अपने घर सिमडेगा से चैनपुर गया था। चैनपुर में ही जेपी के माध्यम से मेरी मुलाकात रामकंडा के वीकी सिंह पिटिशनर उम्र वर्ष 100 ग्राम मगराही थाना रामकंडा जिला गढ़वा तथा रामगढ़ प्रखंड के गुरुआ मुंडा उम्र 45 वर्ष पिता 100 ग्राम धावा थाना रामगढ़ जिला पलामू तथा रितेश पूर्वी पिता डोमन मुंडा ग्राम दीनाबार थाना रामगढ़ जिला पलामू से हुई। दिनांक 23/8/2021 को बीकी सिंह मुझे फोन करके मिलने के बहाने डाल्टनगंज बुलाया। दिनांक 24/8/2021 को समय 8:30 बजे मैं बस से सिमडेगा से निकला। बस से डाल्टनगंज आने के क्रम में बीकी सिंह के द्वारा अपने मोबाइल नंबर से मेरे मोबाइल नंबर पर कई बार फोन माय लॉर्ड as per case diary, my lord, informant is dealing with the Hanuman Pai, one सिक्का कहा जाता है, my lord, that has come in case diary, my lord, and there was dispute regarding that Hanuman Pai, so that the informant has planted this case, my lord. Nothing has been recovered from this my lord, and that has come in case diary, my lord.
Charge sheet has been submitted.
Yes,
my lord.
Charge sheet has been submitted or not?
Yes.
Submitted, my charge sheet has been submitted, and as per case diary, my lord, there are several para is there, my lord.
Heard the counsel for the petitioner, heard the counsel for the state. The petitioner is accused for allegedly committing an offence under section so and so. There is an allegation that the informant was kidnapped by this petitioner and others. The allegation is direct. First up, next part. Counsel for the petitioner submits that the petitioner was known to the informants and through a common friend. It is submitted that there was some dispute between the petitioner which has been given a color of kidnapping. First up, next part. After going through the impugned order and the FIR, I find that there's a direct allegation that the petitioner has kidnapped the informant. Also, the informant could manage to flee later on. First up, the informant is yet to be examined as a witness during trial. Full stop. If there is every chance of tampering with the evidence if the petitioner is released at this stage. Full stop. Thus, at this stage, I am not inclined to grant bail to the petitioner. Full stop. Dismissed. Petitioner is at liberty to renew his prayer after examination of the informants.
My lord.
Serial number 10, DA number 595 of 22, Mr. Satyajit Bakshi, Mr. Samudra Gorai.
Yes, my lords. So far as the allegation is under section 379 of the Indian Penal Code, my lords. The FIR is against
custody since
7/9/2021.
The material was recovered from your possession.
It is alleged that from the house of the petitioner, my lords, the pump set was recovered.
Diesel pump set was stolen.
Yes.
Petitioner was involved in the occurrence, and the pump set was also recovered from the house of this petitioner. Also, next slide. Counsel for the petitioner submits that he has already remained in custody from
7/9/2021.
7/9/2021, and charge sheet has already been submitted. Considering the fact that charge sheet has been submitted and the period of custody, I'm inclined to release.
Serial number 11, GM number 596 of 22.
Cyber.
Yes, Lordship, cyber crime. Lordship, may I submit one thing, Lordship? BA 400 2022 case diary was called.
400, 400.
400.
List this case along with BA 400 400 of 2022, in which case
all
call for. Full stop. Call for the antecedent report of this petitioner.
Lordship.
Serial number 12, BA number 598 of 22. Mr. SP Sinha.
Lordship, I am appear on behalf of the petitioner, Lordship. Section is Lordship 302, 120B IPC and 3 or 4 of the Prevention of Witchcraft Act, Lordship. 8 person named in the FIR, Lordship, including this petitioner. Informant is the full brother of this petitioner, Lordship. Finally, see the FIR, Lordship. Allegation in that, Lordship. Informant at 3 a.m. Lordship in the night went outside the house, then heard crying of his wife, Lordship. Thereafter, he came back and seen 4 person, Lordship, indulging उलझे हुए देखे हुजूर. Can you see the FIR, Lordship? FIR is running page 13, Lordship. May I read, Lordship?
Yes.
May I read, Lordship?
Yes, read the
लॉसिप रनिंग पेज 13 लॉसिप मेरा नाम स्वयं सो ग्राम 6:15 बजे आप रेला थाना के पता बिना दर से शिक्षा से बयान देता हूं कि आज दिनांक करीब 3 बजे सुबह उठकर शौच के लिए नदी नाला के तरफ गया था। करीब 10-15 मिनट के बाद मेरी पत्नी की चिल्लाने की आवाज सुनाई दिया। आवाज सुनकर घर की तरफ दौड़ा। घर के पास आया तो देखा कि अनिल राजवार पिता स्वयं सो द्रेसी उपमरेश दिस पिटिशनर लॉसिप thereafter Babita Sushil Rajwar and thereafter Shiv Ram 4 person lordship सभी साकन so थाना रेला जिला पलामू मेरी पत्नी के साथ उलझे हुए देखा।
What do you mean by उलझे हुए?
उलझे हुजूर इंडल्ज होता है हुजूर मतलब पकड़े हुए लगता है हुजूर उलझे हुए तो देखा। मेरी पत्नी चिल्ला रही थी। जब मैंने हल्ला किया तो सभी लोग खेत की ओर भागने लगे। उन लोगों के भागने के क्रम में एक आदमी के हाथ में गड़ासा जैसा हथियार देखा था। जब पत्नी के पास आया तो देखा कि मेरी पत्नी घर के नाली के पास गिरी हुई है तथा खून से लथपथ है। पत्नी को हिला डुला कर देखा तो कुछ नहीं बोली। उनके गर्दन एवं सिर पर किसी धारदार हथियार से लगातार प्रहार कर गर्दन में 2 जगह और माथा में 2 जगह काट कर हत्या कर दिया गया। इस घटना में और भी लोग, इसमें 4-5 आदमी का और नाम आता है हुजूर, इन लोग का भी हाथ है। This is a FIR lordship. This petitioner is one brother is of the informant lordship. Part of the FIR, part of the assault he has seen lordship. बोलते हैं कि हल्ला सुनने पर हम घर नदी की तरफ से लौटे तो देखे कि उलझे हुए थे।
Not a case for bail. Heard the counsel for the petitioner, heard the counsel for the state. The petitioner is
एक आदमी का हुजूर आज केस डायरी हुआ, केस डायरी देख लिया जाता है हुजूर, कोई किसका हुआ है हुजूर?
Not necessary in view of this FIR. There's an allegation against the petitioner that he, along with others, at the dead of the night, indulged with the wife of the informant. Full stop. The informant was near the riverside. Full stop. On hearing scream of his wife, he reached the place of occurrence and saw that this petitioner, along with 4 others, was indulged with with his wife. Full stop. When the informant raised an alarm, these person, including this petitioner, fled from the place of occurrence. It is alleged that one of the accused was armed with a short cutting weapon. Full stop. When the petitioner reached near his wife, he saw wife motionless, lying in a pool of blood, and was dead. Full stop. There was several injury on the person of the deceased. Full stop. Next paragraph. Considering the nature of allegation and the presence of the petitioner at the place of occurrence, and this informant is an eyewitness who saw this petitioner indulged with the deceased along with others, I am not inclined to grant bail to the petitioner. This is dismissed.
All right.
Serial number 13, CA number 600 of 22, Mr. Anupam Anand, for the petitioner.
Just a minute, Mr. Anupam.
Petitioner has been moved in AD number 8733 of 2021, not stated in para 2. And
What happened to your ABA?
and signature of
That's my mistake. I could not because of typographical error.
No, the ABA has been rejected by this honorable court, madam. In ABA number 8733.
So where have you mentioned in paragraph 2?
No, this is my mistake due to typographical error. I could not.
Limits to be removed
2 minutes.
within 2 weeks.
Great minutes.
Serial number 14, DA number 601 of 22.
Lordship, I am appearing on behalf of the petitioner.
Yes.
Lordship, offence registered under section 380 and 457 of IPC. Lordship, petitioner is not named in the FIR, rather his name comes through the confessional statement of co-accused and co-accused person, and one of the co-accused, your Lordship, Roshan Ranjan, has already been granted entry. Custody since 4/9/2021.
You are Akash Pandey.
Lordship.
4/9/2021. Yes.
Lordship.
It is alleged that some thief have committed theft of cash, papers, and key of motorcycle from the house of the informants. It is alleged that the petitioner, it is next paragraph. Counsel for the petitioner submits that the petitioner is in custody since 4/9/2021, and charge sheet has already been submitted in this case. Also, from the impugn order, I find that the petitioner is in custody. From the impugn order, I find that the petitioner was arrested and he confessed his guilt. Full stop. Considering the period of custody and the fact that charge sheet has been submitted, I am inclined to release the petitioner. One of the bailers should be close relative, and the petitioner will mark his attendance once in a month before so-and-so police station.
Much obliged, Lordship.
Serial number 15, DA number 603 of 22.
My Lord, I am appearing on behalf of the petitioner. Defect, my Lord, so far the defect is regarding, my Lord, defect number 1 regarding the type copy which I have filed, my Lord, and one is another is the regarding the date of custody, that is a typographical error.
Defect ignore.
Okay. The offences alleged under section, my Lord, 395 and 397 of the Indian Penal Code, your Lord. Initially, the FIR has been lodged against unknown, your Lord, and petitioner has been made an accused in the instant case only on the basis of confessional statement of one Amar Khan, wherein he disclosed that the petitioner is a person who provide the arms which was used in the committing of the offense, my Lord. This is the come in the confessional statement of Amar Khan, my Lord. No TIP was held in this matter, my Lord. Nothing has been recovered from the possession of this petitioner, my Lord. And he is in custody since 9/11/2021, my Lord.
Yes, who is for the state? Yes.
Yes, my lord, his name has figured on the basis of the confessional
The
statement.
petitioner is an accused for allegedly committing an offence punishable under section so and so. It is alleged that some unknown miscreants entered the room of the informant and started assaulting the informant and others, and thereafter looted cash and mobiles, etc. Full stop. Next paragraph. From the impugned order, I find that the petitioner was not put on TIP, full stop, and he has been made an accused only on the basis of a confessional statement of co-accused person. Further, the petitioner is in custody since 9/11/2021. Full stop. It is, as stated, charge sheet has also been submitted. Full stop. Considering the fact that charge sheet has been submitted and the petitioner was not put on TIP, and his name transpired only on the basis of confessional statement, 10,000 to rupees. Close relative.
Serial number 16, DA number 605 of 22, Mr. Mohammed Yasir Arafat for the petitioner.
Sir, I am appearing on behalf of the petitioner lordship. The offence has been registered under section 394 and against the 4 unknown person, your lordship. And your lordship, nothing has been recovered from the position of the petitioner. The name of the petitioner is inserted in this case during the investigation by the co-accused, your lordship. And the petitioner is in custody since, your lordship, 25/5/21, your lordship. The charge has been already framed, and your lordship, the co-accused has been granted bail by the coordinate bench, your lordship, in BA number 13325 to 21, your lordship, and dated, your lordship, 3/2/2022 को हुआ हुजूर. मोटरसाइकिल हुजूर, इसमें एंड्रॉइड मोबाइल.
My lord, may I
Yes.
submit, my lord?
Yes.
My lord, para 48, my lord, seizure list. All the articles has been recovered from his house, my lord. And my lord, this petitioner have also 3 criminal incidents. And my lord, looted article also put of TIP, my lord, and informant has also identified the articles, my lord, that is belonging to the informant.
All for the case
My
diary.
lord, I have,
Full stop.
my lord, I have received.
The state will file an affidavit stating the number of cases which have been instructed against the petitioner. Full stop. The status of those cases, present status of all those cases should also be mentioned.
My lord, I have received case diary, my lord.
So, what about the next part? Hear the order and then make your submission.
My lord, my lord. Sorry, my lord.
Serial number 17, DA number 607, 22, Mr. Prasad Chaudhary.
Yes, Mr. Chaudhary. What is it?
मतलब सेम para मतलब सेम एलिगेशन मतलब para पे मतलब serial number 22, my lord.
20?
22, my lord. Same order, my lord, same FIR, my lord.
22?
जी सद्दाम अंसारी, my lord. कोई कुछ, my lord.
Oh, this is the earlier one.
I'm APM, my lord, 22, my lord.
Where is Mr. Nityanand Prasad Chaudhary? Let him argue. Why are you intervening? Yes, Mr. Chaudhary. Switch your mobile. You have muted yourself.
Yes.
I appear on behalf of the petitioner, my lord.
Yes.
Case is under section 392, my lord. Custody since 3/10/2021, my lord. Nothing has been recovered, my lord. And arrested on the basis of mobile location, my lord. Charge sheet has been submitted on, my lord, 28/11/2021, my lord.
criminal state lordship और confession statement इसमें memo of evidence lordship भेज चुके हैं इसमें.
Tell me what is there.
तो memo of evidence में lordship जो ये confessional statement of the petitioner lordship इन्होंने बताया कि 3 साथी के साथ ही लूटपाट का अंजाम दिए थे 392.
Have you put him on TIP?
No, my lord.
Yes.
One Nizam Thana Code 82 to
Have you put this person on TIP?
Not put in TIP, my lord. चार्ज शीट सबमिट हो गया है कुछ भी रिकवर नथिंग हैज बीन रिकवर्ड मैम
Petitioner is an accused for allegedly committing an offence. Petitioners कर दीजिए. The petitioners have been, along with serial 22, the petitioners have been accused for allegedly committing an offence under section so and so. It is alleged that the informant was looted.
Lordship, memo of evidence, maybe permit Lordship just last para.
Yes.
कि तलाशी के क्रम में प्राथमिक अभियुक्त जाहिद अंसारी के द्वारा बताए गए ठिकानों से कान में लूटे गए रुपये के अलावा अन्य सामान को बरामद किया गया. This is the memo of evidence.
The counsel for the looted swells. So next paragraph. Counsel for the petitioner submits that the petitioner is not named in the FIR. Though charge sheet has, he further submits that the charge sheet has been submitted without putting the petitioner in TIP. Though the petitioner claimed that though the informant claimed that he could easily identify the accused, he submits that on the basis of a confessional statement, the petitioners have been accused, and thereafter their own confession were extracted, which is being used against them. So next paragraph. The APP opposes the prayer and submits that money was recovered. Money and
as per the memo of evidence, Lord.
Submitted definitely as per some record, not as per your thought or dreams. Submits that the money and other materials have been recovered, which is evident from the materials supplied to him by the IO. On query, next paragraph. On query, he submits that there is nothing to suggest that the petitioner was put on TIP. Considering the fact that the name of the petitioner transpired from confessional statement of the co-accused, and the petitioner was not put on TIP, and he is in custody cells.
3/10/2021.
Yes, Mr. Kaushal Mishra.
Same, my lord. Same, my lord.
3/10/2021. I'm inclined to release these petitioners. One of the bailers should be close relative. Petitioner should appear before so-and-so police station once a month.
Oblige, my lord.
Oblige, my lord.
Serial number 80, PA number 609 of 22. Mr. Anjali Kumar.
May I pray, Lordship? In this case, Lordship, 4 defects.
You make corrections in the cause title to 1 week.
2 weeks. 2 weeks, Lordship.
2 weeks to remove the defect.
Oblige.
Serial number 19, PA number 611 of 22. Mr. Abhay Kumar Chaturvedi.
Yes, madam.
Mr. Chaturvedi.
Yes, madam. This case.